Hello friends, this is our tutorial number 11 in this Java programming tutorial lessons. And in this tutorial we will talk about OR and AND condition. And let me create another class. It will be class 03. We will create main method. Okay, and let me first import java.util. Okay, let me java.util. Okay, we will type. We already know how to use a scanner. Scanner input equals new scanner system dot in. Okay, and in this application we will do some improvisation of the student exam. Let me show you. System out print line, enter student 1 score. Okay, we will input student 1 score, and if he has enough points he passed exam. If he doesn't have enough points, he failed the exam. Now let us integer student 1 score equals input next int, and we will do the same thing for another student. System out print line, enter student 2 score, and we will type integer student 2 score equals input next int. And now we will write control statements. If condition. Okay, and we will do like this for the first student. If but we will in exam the minimum points is 0 and maximum points are 100. We cannot type for example negative numbers or the numbers higher than 100. Let us do this. Student 1 score greater than 0, and student 2 score less or equal than 100, and we will type greater or equal. It needs to be score needs to be greater or equal to 0 or less or equal to 100 for student 1 score. Okay, and we will do the same thing for the other student, and we will just copy and paste this to save some time. Copy and paste, and we will it will be student 2 score. Okay, we have the condition. Score needs to be for both students. Score needs to be greater than 0 and needs to be less or equal than 100. The same thing we will do for the other student. Okay. Now if this condition is true, we will write our application. If condition is not true, we will type else statement. Else we will type system out print line exam score can be from 0 to 100. Okay. If we type score greater than 100 or negative, in output we will see this message. But if this condition is true, we will type this: if student 1 score, for example, it will be needed 60 points to pass the exam. Score greater than 60 and student 2 score greater than 60. This is the condition. We will write the message system out print line. For example, both students passed the exam. I don't know if I spell it right, but I hope that you understand. The important things is condition is that to this condition to be true, it needs to be student 1 score to be greater than 60, and also student 2 score needs to be greater than 60 to both student for both students to pass exam. Okay, we will have second condition, else. It will be else if. Okay, student. Let me just copy this. If student 1 score greater than 60, but instead of and we will write or. It means condition is that at least or to this condition to be true, it needs to student 1 score be greater than 60 or student 2 score needs to be greater than 60. And if condition is true, we will type system out print line only one student passed the exam. Okay, and we need, if both conditions are false, we need a else statement. It means that both students failed the exam, they didn't learn. Okay, both students failed the exam. Okay, let us save, and we will check if this application works fine. Let us check this. We already saved, and now we will try. Enter student 1 score. Let's try, it will be -10. And let us enter student 2 score. It will be 50. And the exam score can be from 0 to 100. And this was the statement, because we entered that student 1 score is -10, but we can only type from 0 to 100. Okay, let us try again. If, for example, student 1 score is 0 and student 2 score is 20, we have both students fail the exam. Okay, it is our third condition from these statements. Okay, and let us try again. We will check all conditions. If, for example, student 1 score is 90 and student 2 score is 20, we see the output, only one student passed the exam, which is cool, because a first student has a score greater than 60, but other student has a score less than 60. And now we will see if both students will pass the exam. 70 and 55, no, 65, but let me, both students passed the exam, but the only thing that I could we made this application, I will show you. If both students have 60, score 60, both will fail, because we made this the application is good, but we need to do same thing as here. It needs to be greater or equal Okay, let us try again. It's not important, but it is better to work with 60 points. Let's try 60 and 60, and both students pass the exam. This works very fine, and I hope that you understand what is AND or condition. And if you like this tutorial, you can like the video, and you can subscribe to my channel. Also, you can follow me on Instagram. You have a link in the description. And that will be all, and see you in the next tutorial.